Hey guys, I am back, and today I'm going to be doing another grading your sports card pickups. The series where viewers submit their latest pickup, the card they bought, how much they paid for it, and I give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. And real quick before we get into it, I do just want to apologize that I haven't been posting as much as I've wanted to lately. We're in the middle of my basketball season here in the Philippines. It's our last little final push towards the playoffs right now, but I'm gonna be back home soon. I'm setting up at the San Francisco card show, the one in Hayward. I want to go to Dallas. I'm gonna do a bunch of so cool content coming. I'm gonna be back in the States soon and really excited for that. So thank you guys for bearing with me. And last thing real quick too, we did the Trey and Zion Optic giveaway, and the winner of that, we're gonna put that right here, and I'll put that in the comments or something down below as well. But okay, enough of the house cleaning, let's get into the video. So first up, we have Steven One Sosa, who bought a Josh Allen second year Optic Gold out of 10 for $160. And this is a big moment on the channel. Let's give it a round of applause. We finally are gonna be talking about football cards, not football, soccer, that we usually talk about, but American football. And actually, I really like this pickup for a couple reasons. And I'm not gonna pretend to be a football expert. I actually do, this is one of my most watched sports really, especially when I was a kid. I loved watching American football. Why I don't talk about it or really buy the cards, I couldn't honestly tell you. But regardless of the sport, I kind of like the thinking, I like the concept of picking up cards like this. So with how things are now, I've kind of talked about it in a couple different videos, but I think a lot of your buying, investing should be done with collectors in mind. And a lot of times what they want is, they want high-end stuff. They want rare things, golds, RPAs. That's the kind of stuff that people are really gonna pay up for. And if you are looking at this monetarily, financially, that's where you can have a lot of success and have good margins. And also not even just with more of that, quick flipping mindset, in the long term as well. No matter what Josh Allen turns out to be, there's just too many of his optic and prism bases out there for that card to ever go to the moon. Even if he becomes an all-timer, that population is just too big. It's never gonna completely explode. And obviously that's not, a big time take. That's not rocket science. I think most people know that, but just keep that in mind. But now just bear with me here. This is a pretty absurd statement to even compare it at all, but let's just say Josh Allen turns into Tom Brady. Let's just say he becomes the GOAT. I know, crazy, but just for the sake of this, let's imagine it. Obviously, his high-end stuff will do really, really well. Now, even if I was just the biggest believer in the world, I'm not gonna spend $50,000, $60,000 on an unproven prospect. But I honestly do like the idea of picking up his rare stuff from his second year, because that stuff also has, I think, a really high upside. We'll stick with the Tom Brady example for now. Not even second year. You look at any Tom Brady Topps Chrome Gold or rare parallels that aren't from his rookie year, some of that stuff is doing insane numbers, talking $20,000, $30,000. But it has to be guys with true generational, like all-time great GOAT type potential. Even great players like, I don't know, Paul Pierce in basketball or Ben Roethlisberger in football. There's not really a soccer comparison because they haven't been making golds like in the past. It was really just now. Anyways, their gold cards aren't going to do crazy numbers. But your Kobe's, your Tom Brady's, your Messi's, your Ronaldo's, their gold stuff does crazy numbers. So going back to what I talked about originally, is Josh Allen going to become Tom Brady? Almost certainly not. It's funny, I forgot who it was, but someone was talking about it like, all these guys, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert. It's literally impossible that we have 6 or 7 GOAT all-time great quarterbacks right now, and that's almost how they're being priced. But picking up second year cards that are, to be clear, I'm not a fan of buying prism-based second year. I'm happy that trend is gone, but golds, high ends, I like those pickups of these guys, Holland, Josh Allen, Luka Doncic. Those are pretty expensive now, but having those as kind of like lottery tickets in a sense, it's not too crazy. I mean, this pickup was what, like $100, has a potential to really boom. I think that stuff is interesting. So I'm gonna give this one 4 out of 5 stars because I really like the thinking, but we just don't know what Josh Allen is gonna turn into. Next up, we have Soria Joel, who picked up an Antony UEFA Blue Wave Refractor out of 75 and SGC 9.5 for $100. Now this one is actually a tough one for me because I've been picking up a good amount of soccer prospects lately. You see this card, I mean an SGC 9.5, a numbered card for $100. It's really not too bad. I mean, I remember the days when I wanted to prospect on someone, whether it be basketball or soccer, and their optic base raw would be running me 50, 60, even 70 bucks in cases. And these guys hadn't done or proven anything. This isn't even like Luka Doncic level of players. It's just like anyone. So now here, I'll even blow up my own spot. Maybe I'll buy this card before I post it so someone else doesn't pick it up. But I was looking at Malik Tillman, potential US M&T prospect, plays for Bayern Munich, more so their second team. Might turn into something, total long shot type of guy. But anyways, I was looking at his Topps Finest Gold, and it's 45 bucks on eBay. And I was like, oh man, I'm not sure I'm gonna buy this. We have no idea what he's gonna turn into. But I was like, you know what? For only 40 bucks, why not just roll the dice? And with cards like this Antony, it's already graded by SGC to 9.5. In terms of having fun, right? This isn't financial advice. I would never say like, hey guys, prospecting is cheap. Just go out and prospect on everyone. If you've been on YouTube more than 5 minutes, I'm not gonna turn this into a prospecting warning. If you don't understand that, go and do your research. But I guess my point is, it seems like with cards like this, you're now able to prospect, have a little bit of fun without having to mortgage your house or give up an arm and a leg. Now I will say with Antony in particular, I have a lot of people asking me about him, asked why I left him off my World Cup investing list, a bunch of different things. I would say a big part of why I'm not the highest on him is because he is in a really crowded Brazil national team. He's already 22 years old, so the shine he can have, what he can become, in my opinion, is a little bit limited. But by no means am I pretending to be any kind of soccer Nostradamus. I have no idea. He could become an amazing player, but if I had to guess, just for me personally, he's not my favorite. I'd rather roll the dice on other players. So I'm being a little bit harsh here. I'm being harsh in this episode, but I'm gonna give this one 3 out of 5 stars just because it's prospecting, there's risk, and it's not my personal favorite prospect. And lastly, we have Damian Lillard, 0 cards _PH, who picked up a 17-18 Dominion Quad Materials Giannis, LeBron, Harden, and Lillard out of 75 for $90. Now this one's interesting right here because you have 4 Hall of Famers, 4 all-time greats, pieces of what I'm assuming are their game-used jerseys on one card, numbered, a really cool card, and it's only costing you $90. And I personally think patch cards like this are actually really underrated. Thinking about the collector again, I know for a fact there's a ton of people who would love to have this card in their collection. And 10 years from now, what's going to be more valuable, desired, and as a result, probably a higher price? This or a Tyler Hero optic, or I'm trying to think of random players who I like Tyler Hero. I like RJ Barrett, but 10 years from now, are they really going to be remembered or have a ton of fans? More than likely, probably not. On the other hand, will Giannis and LeBron and these guys still be desired, and will people have really fond memories of them and want to collect their cards? Yeah, 100%. And I remember when I was a kid, if you'll allow me for maybe the first time on this channel to get all old-timey back in my day, people really liked patch cards. It was a big deal when they first started doing it, and I remember hitting patch cards and packs and going crazy and loving them and just not being able to even comprehend, like, oh my God, Giannis really wore this little piece of fabric that I got. So I think there is room for people to really appreciate and collect these cards, and I feel like they're kind of slept on right now. And at the very least, we'll send it on a super positive, healthy hobby message that you should buy what you like. And I'm sure you really enjoy this card at the end of the day. And for 90 bucks to own a piece of history, that's what I'll call that right there. I think that's pretty cool. So we'll give this 5 out of 5 stars. But all right guys, thanks for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy. If you want to be a part of the next one, make sure to follow me over on Instagram. That's where I ask the questions, and we will see you next time. Peace.